What do you say? What do you know? Draft finished up last night, so the Bubs are going to go over just like a summary of round one. Um, give you some winners, some losers, some head scratchers, and we'll kind of go through it. So, love the draft. I love that it was 11 out of or 14 straight offensive picks. No offensive weapons, no offensive linemen, stuff like that. So that was like a fantasy draft. Love that. Obviously, Bears win the day. Bears get their quarterback for the year, and they get a steal with number 9, Usmane. Forgive me, I'm butchering his last name, from Washington. So the Bears clearly won the draft. Chargers and Atlanta didn't necessarily lose the draft, but it's a head scratcher. Atlanta, you're paying Kirk Cousins all that money, and you drafted a quarterback. Is he going to sit behind Kirk Cousins for 2 years, or are you going to give Kirk Cousins a year and then just throw away all that money and say, bon voyage, let's do our thing with him? A head scratcher, we'll have to see how that plays out. I'm not really sure what to think. Why draft a quarterback in the top 10 and have him sit behind for 2 years, of what he's been doing? I think Penix could go right in and, get some work done. So does that mean they don't believe in Kirk Cousins for all 4 years? We'll have to see. Atlanta, you got a lot to think about. Denver, you trade for Zach Wilson. And then you get Bo Nix, who could be like a on steroids Zach Wilson. Bo Nix has experience. He's he's 24 years old. He's been around. He was in the NCAA for so many years, so he's got experience. But again, Sean Payton really liked his workout. Again, it's a head scratcher. Not necessarily a loss in the draft, but a kind of what do I think? I'm still in the middle. I gotta let it play out. I can't just be like, oh, it's gonna be this. Let's play it out. Let's see what it is. But I'm leaning more towards Giants with the steal with Malik Neighbors. I think that's fantastic. I think that's going to be a great weapon for Daniel Jones. And now Daniel Jones knows that they didn't draft a quarterback. So now he's kind of got some belief in him with New York. So we'll kind of go from there. J.J. McCarthy, I'm not sold on yet. I know y'all are going to think, oh, he went to that one school. You hate that school, blah, blah, blah. But his senior year was there. It was, a lot of it had to do with the championship and everything else. But, we really don't have, his junior year wasn't pop off. His sophomore year, it wasn't anything crazy. He does have some pro style vibes with his quarterback, the way he plays quarterback. I'm just not entirely there yet. Not a hater, but I'm not sold on him. He's more of an for me. The Jets got their offensive lineman from Penn State. There's nothing wrong with him. I think it's a solid B+. It's going to help their offensive line. The Eagles got a solid defensive back from Toledo, Quinn Mitchell. Love that guy. He's a loyal guy. Guys who go to Toledo go to the MAC and do that type of thing and stay on and do what they do. That is great. He's going to be real loyal. He wants to get coached hard. I really like that. I think that's a great move. We had a couple DBs go off in round one that I'm really sold on. We had another one go off from Alabama that went to, if I'm mistaken, let me just check real quick. Stay with me, folks. Jaden Daniels. I like Jaden Daniels. I know he went number 2 overall. I like Jaden Daniels more than McCaffrey. I'm going to talk about this while I look this up. McCaffrey and Bo Nix. I do like Drake May. I think Drake May is a perfect fit for New England. I think that he's the new quarterback. I like him. I think he has a few things he needs to tweak and fix. He's kind of got like a devil's advocate where he'll just throw the ball and hope it gets caught. That can be fixed with coaching. He's got a couple downfield play options he can get worked on and fixed, but that's some coaching things that they can fix. So I'm not too worried about that. I do like Drake May. I think Drake May is like a B+. Jay Nail's like a B-. So I like both of them. I think it's going to be great for Washington. I think Washington, they'd be a face of the, Daniel Daniels would be a face of the operation. So I'm excited for that. I'm still looking for him. You can tell I didn't watch the Cowboys. Not that I like talking about the Cowboys, but the Cowboys, or no, I'm sorry, excuse me. It's from the Cowboys. Detroit Lions pick. They got Teron Arnold, sorry for butchering his name, from Alabama, A+. I think he's going to be a great defensive back. He's a Detroit vibe guy. He came out on stage and he was given to that crowd. I think it's gonna be a great fit. Love what he's bringing. So I think Detroit got a good pick. The Packers and the Bucks got some offensive line help. I think that's good. They're saying that my Jordan Morgan's a B-. He has some hands issues and he needs to be able to use those. I like that. I really like Graham Barton from Duke. I think that's a good pick. He's not popping off people's charts, but I like that pick. I think that's going to do really well for the Bucks offense, help the Bucks get some run game and keep that line there where it needs to be. Help out Baker. I think he's going to match well with Baker. One of the picks that I'm not sure what people energy are, but Xavier Worthy from Texas. I know he's a small, shorter, slender guy, and he's a cheetah. A Tyreek Hill, 4.44, 40 set the record, has the highest 4.4. Wow, had the highest 40. Not a lot of hype. I know it's not a potential good fit for Kansas City because, KC's more of a get it, Patrick Mahomes, roll out, find it real quick. He'd be a good slant guy, run up and down the field, but, his quick get open for a little bit, go. Can he get off the line against bigger DBs? I think he's a diamond in the rough. I want to lean and say that I think he'll be a good fit for Kansas City, so I'm not too sure on what to expect. But I want to see what he does in that offense. It's not necessarily the greatest fit, but it could help Patrick Mahomes in a quick bailout, a quick slant, that type of thing. So I want to give them time to mesh and see what it kind of can be from there. So I like that. I'm kind of going to see what they go from there. The Panthers, I'm not really sure what they were doing. They got a wide receiver that's like from South Carolina. There's more options on the board. I'm just not, they need more than just a wide receiver. I don't think their problem was having, I can't remember the dude's name, the quarterback. Wow, Bryce Young, thank you. Bryce Young throwing the ball to like nobody. I just think Bryce Young was deer in the headlights all year long. So this wide receiver, I don't think is going to do much to, a second-year guy throwing to a rookie. So I just I'm not sure what Carolina had. They wanted to increase the mission of upgrading Bryce Young's pass catchers. He's a big body. So 6'1", big body, I get that, but I just think the Panthers could have gone in other directions to kind of figure that all out. So that's kind of a quick summary of the draft, round one. I'm not a big draft guy. I just went in, watched it, I'm a big college football guy, so these guys from college, I kind of have an idea on what they did, but kind of just thought about it. This is a great video for discussion. Please leave in the comments what you think. Let me know if I'm crazy for thinking this or insanely smart for thinking this, but let me know. So this is my first ever draft video, so please let me know what you think. And thanks for following, subscribing, liking all of our stuff. The Bubs are still here. We're doing our thing, so appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend.